That's 58%. I'm even being silly and using a sewing kit on it. That's 100%. Yay! Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to the Long Dark and our Interloper run. This is the highlight of the last episode, as far as I am concerned. We got us our we got us our second pair of thermal underwear, which means now all of our clothing slots are filled, which means she's about as good as she's going to get as far as being warm for this general run. I wanted to kind of discuss about this just a little bit before we went on. There is a couple of things in here that you can kind of tend to do away with if you don't care. One of which is this thing. If you don't care for the added bonus of the, the windproofness and the protection, you can do away with the rabbit skin hat. You don't need it because essentially it is as warm as a wool toque is. So if you find a whole bunch of wool toques, you don't necessarily need to make a rabbit hat. So this guy right here, this is something you want to make because these are the best gloves in this level of the game. So it's a kind of a thing you want to go with. Here is another kind of a thing. There is no reason to make two pairs of deerskin pants. There's no reason whatsoever because of the fact that the internal, the only thing that's going to count for it is your warmth bonus. And these have identical warmth bonuses when brand new and repaired all the way up. This weighs pound and a half, or I should say pound 0.6, and this weighs 4. So this is considerably lighter and better. Now, you can wear that if you want to do things, you can change things around. I, again, did not used to wear a bearskin coat until we got Ash Canyon. And the reasoning why is because Ash Canyon gives you this much extra carrying capacity when you get the backpack. So you get 11 pounds for the moose hide satchel, 11 pounds for well fed, and now you get 11 pounds for the technical backpack. So theoretically, that made it to where I decided that I was going to dedicate a specific carrying capacity thing to be able to carry around a little bit more warmth over a wolf coat. So that's part of the whole thing there. We did not loot this whole house, so let's get after it and see what else we find. And again, like I say, with the other kind of clothing and stuff that we talk about, I wear as much protection on the outside as I possibly can. So we're at 51% protected. If I wanted to even upgrade that more, you can put these on and get that to a little bit more, I believe. So that'll add another 10%. It doesn't really show it very much because it's on the, actually I think you got to do it this way.
With this much gear.
We got to put it on that way, and that should change it, right? Yeah, now we're 61%. So you can get quite a bit amount of protection, and what that does basically is the more protection you have when you're messing around with wolves, the less damage a wolf or a bear or a moose can do to you over a period of time while you're being attacked. So the clothing will absorb the damage that you otherwise would normally get. So let's see, do we get anything else? Probably not. I already checked that one. Come on, game. Unlock. Thank you. Let's go. All right, so we have a bunch of water here. That's beautiful. Again, I think we have, that's plenty. Let's see what else we get. Essentially, what I want to do now is I need to go out there and I need to go get that deer cleared up off the delta out here, or whatever you want to call the coastline. We need to go get the deer carcass that's out there so that we can have it start to cure. We're going to need to start picking up every one of those kinds of things at this point because we have no provisions in this zone anywhere, so we need to start providing.
I wonder if the owner's around.
I don't care. I like my salty crackers. All right, we're gonna leave that water right here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take a drink and fill all the way up. I should not have done that because we need to go eat. I want to gather up a few of these curtains since I just spent a little bit of time repairing some things. I probably need to go ahead and repair a bunch of stuff as it is, but we're gonna have to kind of wait on that. And what else can we leave here that we don't necessarily need at this point in time? I want to bring some of this out to one of these fishing huts. I think at that point we'll go ahead and leave 8 of those here. I'm going to bring this book because we may need it. I'm going to leave this this, and yeah, we'll leave that here as well. That'll kind of lighten our load slightly. I will leave some of these sticks over here as well. Sticks. Drop. Cool, that'll get that point down a little bit. And I guess we can cure... I should have left these in there next to that thing. We'll run across the road here, and I will dump these off next to that point, and probably also get rid of a bunch of these feathers. And the guts probably what we need to go do is make a bunch of stuff with them. Actually, let's leave this in here. Did I get rid of those? They won't get deleted. It's clothing. But I do want to kind of keep the leather around. There is one thing left that we need to be able to keep leather around for, so I want to make sure we have it. Because I don't plan on making another one of these. Cool. And I want to take that across the street. I mean, we forgot to leave a few things in a few places. So why are we still so stinking heavy? Why? Why are we so heavy? Is it because I have all this coal? I guess. And a book that I think we still need to read. Can we look at our stuff? Do I still have to read some of this stuff? Yeah, see, mending we're down quite a ways on, and the problem with mending especially is I'd like to get to at least to mending 4 before I start to really have to start worrying about fixing things, because it is possible at this point that I can fail on one of these two, and a bearskin and or a, for that matter, when I said that this is going to be the last one of these we make, it's actually a lie, because I won't probably ever use another moose hide to fix it ever again. What I'll do is I'll gather up a whole bunch of food. We will harvest this. We'll get a single cured moose hide for it, and then we'll craft a new one once this becomes low enough. Because for me, it's easier. Now, that's nothing against killing a moose, but I think what we're going to do at this point is let's go leave a couple of pieces of coal right here, just a couple, and then we're going to go next door and deliver some more stuff, and then I want to go see about trying to get this deer. Let's see, I want to go out that door. So again, like I said, this will be a kind of a basing area eventually. I just hate this area because I gotta feel like I gotta creep around all the time. Okay, let's go. Oh, I'm still wearing my things. We need to take those off. I don't want to destroy those. Back to here. No. That goes there. This goes. Is that the better of the two? That's the better of the two. Okay. And I'm carrying the clothing with us right now just because there's going to be a place I want to bring that to eventually. So let's go drop this off here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll leave these right here. There are more birch saplings to be... just leave them. Whatever. We'll just leave them for right now. And then I'm going to go ahead while we're at it. And the weather's not exactly where I want it to be. Can I make a couple... well, for one, I need to make that. We're already late in the day again. We slept way too much in. And I want to go ahead. How long does it take to make all of those? An hour and a half? Is that going to be too much?
Isn't gonna. I'm gonna eat a tree.
Okay, cool. And then I'll put those in here, possibly. No, we'll hang on to them. We're fine. So these will be sitting right here, and actually we need to make a note of that. Coastal. CH. Quan. Sat. I know that's not how you spell it. No big deal. For birch. Toolkit. And that's pretty much it for right now, right? Yes. Now, the reason why I'm going to leave this right here is because when we find the hammer in this area, there is a hammer that is going to be in Coastal Highway. When we find it, I'm going to come back here and repair it with that fir firewood before we take it to Desolation Point. That way I've already got it set up and I don't have to go cut down a fir limb or a fir tree or something. So let's go get some more food, and then we're going to head out onto the lake and go get this deer. Maybe. Or we're going to have the third blizzard since we got into coastal. Yeah, I think we're going to have the third blizzard, so that's beautiful. It's the only problem with a wolf. They don't last very long. Yeah, this will be the third blizzard in 3 days. Thank you, Coastal. I didn't realize you and Pleasant Valley were such close cousins. Well, all right. Where's the... You guys heard the noise, right? You guys did hear the crows. I could have swore I heard the crows hanging out over this. There must be a corpse in this mess somewhere. Oh, I love it. Look at this. Well, I guess we're going to go do the one thing I know we can do. Is fishing. Because we need some kind of food. And I should have enough coal to make it through the night. Ah, awesome. And this one's got the door. Beautiful. Close the door. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this right now because it's going to be ridiculously loud while we're out here. I do apologize. Confirm. Thank you. That's a little better. All right, what do we got? Cloth. Drawer. Alrighty then. So I think we're going to go ahead and light us a fire. And I'm going to use a match. Actually, I think if you go this way, you're into those, right? We'll start a fire. Go ahead, start a fire. And then we'll put...
Come on, little fire.
One of those on there. One of these. One of those. And this, that. All of those, and a couple of these. There's an 12-hour fire. And since we are technically in a not very protected environment right now and our clothing is getting beaten up, we're going to go ahead and do this. So that it can't get beaten up, we're going to put this down. And we're going to knock the ice hole open. One more thing I need to do, actually. Come on. There you go. Bonk, now it's out of my way. All right, cool. Well, I hate to say it. What I'm going to do for a little while is fish. So we have 36 minutes to boil. So, oh, and the other thing I need to do, I have a whole bunch of these that I don't want to accidentally screw up. So we're going to go ahead and put away everything except this one and fish for a half an hour. And the water should be done. Yes, cool. And this is all I'm going to do for a little bit, probably for the next hour or so, or two. I don't know. It just depends. I need to get some food going, and I need to get some of this other stuff going. So 2 and go. Hey, ice fishing 2 and another blizzard. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see what we get with that. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get this up a little bit further. Hello, emails. Quit bothering me. We're actually trying to get up to the point where we can get a little bit more done here. So the ice fishing is going to say now we have a fishing time reduced by 5% and an 8% chance of line to break on catch. So that changes a little bit as we go. So this is one of those things where it's this. I'm not going to try to obtain 100% or level 5 fishing, because level 5 fishing is just not worth the time, at least I think on this run. But what we are going to try to do is get this character to at least a decent point where they're doing okay. So we're not going to go, well, actually I guess I had a couple of minutes more, but I kind of let the ice hole get frozen. So let's go ahead and cook him and eat it. How are we right here? We have 20 minutes left, so we're going to have to go put our clothes on and make our way back towards either the island this direction or the town site. So let's pick this up. How much water do we have? Go ahead, fill our bellies full of water. And fill our lantern full of a little bit of stuff. So I did not get any of the big fish that I wanted to get a hold of, and as such, I'm still carrying way too much extra junk around. But what I am going to do is I'm going to drop that right here for right now, mainly because this one has a door. And the ones that have doors are a little bit more safe, I'm going to say, than some of the other ones are, because you can kind of keep the wind out and things don't tend to eat you as badly or as quickly. So we cannot necessarily take a nap right now because this is going to kill us if we try to take a nap. But let's go ahead and pick that up, put all this on. And we're going to head for Misanthropes Island, I do believe. Unfortunately, we're going to be incredibly tired, so no, I don't want that. So, which is going to kind of suck, but it's going to take us a second, and no biggie. So that. Nope. And no, and yes, for right now. Yes. So we need as much of that as we can get for the moment because we're getting ready to run. Now, once I start finding pry bars, I start leaving them around fishing huts and things like this so that we can do stuff. So basically what you're doing when you're in this one is it's right straight in front of you. 2 reds.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Well, we kind of screwed up. We should have taken a nap, but we didn't have enough wood, and I didn't feel like putting any more firewood on that, so we're just going to walk up to the house. Should be relatively safe. Pick up the sticks. I know it's a little dark and crazy. And into the cabin we go. And I did kind of want to get her settled back on her sleep schedule. Her sleep schedule was a little screwed up. So we have a nice full belly now and some water. Let's just do a quick look-see around and see if there's anything hanging out on the counters or the tables that we might be able to eat. And I don't think so. So we'll come back down here in the morning and investigate all of this. How badly did that beat us up? We lost 1%. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's okay. Hey, look at that. Ketchup chips. Hey, there's still edible prior. So, neat. Awesome. And nothing on the counter up here. Sometimes there's some food up here. No, no, and no. And no. We'll take the toilet water. And put her to bed. Get our sleep schedule squared away again. And do that again. Just let's get a full on sleep. Sweet. All right, put this away. Go ahead, eat those. Because they're pretty much useless otherwise. Drink some water. And I want to actually do this. They're getting to that point. I usually like to wait till they're about... Wow, I haven't failed in a long time. Thank you very much. I really have not failed in a long time. I'm going to go ahead and fix those two while we're at it, since we're in an area where we have lots of clothes. I forgot all those stupid fishing lines, didn't I? That's okay. We're probably going to go right back out there just very shortly because I need to go ahead and pick up a couple of things anyway. So let's grab a couple of curtains. These are the kind of houses I'll come into and just utterly clean out everything in them, especially in a zone like this, and then I'll leave like all of the cloth and whatnot in a cupboard right inside the door. So like that's a piece of clothing, cloth and whatnot. So this here will do the same thing. That way I don't have to come back to the house. I mean, I'd go wander the house and pick things up. Because, like, right now, it's early in the morning, and it's going to be really cold, and we just woke up. So, about, once this gets to be a little bit higher, then I don't have a problem going out wandering around. But let's go see what else we got. Probably a little dark, but I don't feel like wasting the fluid in our lantern just yet. We don't have a good... I guess I'll probably have to do it down here, but we don't have an absolutely good supply yet. What I'm after at this point really is a fishing book. Would be lovely. So, and I keep looking over here in case you guys are wondering. Sometimes there'll be a medicine kit right in this dark spot that you can medicine kit. Sewing kit right in this dark area. So if you just kind of wander your mouse over it, it'll flash at you. And it's in any one of these kinds of houses that have that little cabinet in the corner. Let's put away 8 of those for now. That way I know where those are at and I don't have to worry about it. Coffee, no. And no. Yes. Let's use that one. Because we're going to need to make some fishing hooks. Actually, while I'm at it, were there any buckets? Buckets, buckets, buckets. No buckets, no buckets. No nothing. Anything else good? There's never anything underneath the bench. And the last cabinet. All right. What do we have? Nothing. So we were just there. And like I said, if you're in that one, like if you base up here, if you like this place, you want to base up here. And actually, this is not a bad place to base, mainly because there's almost always a lot of firewood right up here. There's that fishing hut right there. There's another one that's going to be on the other side over here, and the bear that lives at the base of this one. So it's a good place to base because you can actually get a reasonably decent amount of food. So I don't have a problem. And like say now my brain is actually kind of thinking I like that hut a little better than where I wanted to go. So I'd like to say I do like the ones with the doors on them. Now, as I stated earlier, and I'm going to kind of try to see if I can get it, all of the houses on that section over there are burned down, all of them. And they will almost always, always, always be burned down. I've never, ever in an interloper run ever seen any of those houses there. So that's kind of a thing to keep your mind on. I like that spot out there, aside from the bear wandering through there. But yeah, there's no reason to even go over there unless you want to go get the mushrooms. So we are going to, I think, are you getting ready to do it again? Does it look like it's getting ready to blizzard again, or is it just going to snow? Coastal, you're not being very nice to a person that hasn't been alive for as long as my other one has. Well, what I want to do is I want to go over there, and then I want to go over to the Jackrabbit Island for now. And then I think we'll end the episode over there. Although I do kind of want to go to the log sort area as well. How about we do this? I'm going to go up here on top of this hill and look for a case. These silly little rabbits, they scare me to death every time when I come over here. I mean, I guess we could make lunch out of them, but I don't want to make lunch out of them yet. Let's go do that, and then go into the log sort, and then we'll call it for today, I think. Not really worried about the fishing lines at this point. We can make more once we get over to a place that has a workbench. Maybe it's just going to do this all day. All that's going to do is get us wet, but that's fine. I still think there's a corpse or something hanging out over there that we were hearing the birds fly over, and that's a rather unusual corpse. I don't know. Now, like, when I'm playing Stalker and that house is here, that's my favorite house. But we're not playing Stalker. Don't want it. Come on. How wet are we getting? We're not bad. It's just snowy. Okay, well, we need to go ahead and collect some firewood while we're at it. So let's go to these trees and pick up some stuff. Hi, dear. I don't need you right now. I do want this car, though. Do want this car. So it's not going to be in this one, is it? No, but we get a flare. Wow. All right, so that means our hammer is either at the fishing village or at the hut all the way at the end of the road, I believe. Which we may go look at and go try to find in the next episode. Because I want to know where that hammer's at, because this is the closest hammer to Desolation Point. One thing about the spawn on this end of town, or on this end of the map on the world when you're here, is you're guaranteed a hammer in this zone somewhere. Which means if you spawn in Desolation Point that doesn't have a hammer, you need to figure out a way to get to this zone as quickly as possible, and then go get the parts that you need to be able to make some stuff. So we're going to walk over to the log sort here very carefully.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Because I'm hoping there is going to be a jerry can there. And we will take said jerry can all the way to the other end over here by the fishing village. And then we'll be able to actually sit there and just spend days fishing if we want to. So the whole point, like I said, the whole reason why I really like this area, and it's me learning this from several other players that play this game, is that there's a lot of stick spawns, there's a lot of wood spawns, there's a lot of coal spawns really close by to this area as far as being able to just live forever. And this is one of those forever zones. There's also a moose, there's two bear, and just tons and tons of deer in this zone. And wolves, for that matter, if you want to deal with them. And that little mine, which I guess we could go, yeah, let's go check. We've got a couple of minutes. I did probably end up speeding up portion of this episode, so. Turn on the light. Let's see if we get anything good in here. We might get a piece of coal, might get a candy bar, might get nothing. Wow. Okay. I think that's a normal thing to find in there, too. Thank you. I can't get through there. Nope. Yep. Is it any good to eat? Nope. Well, we'll just eat it right now then, since we're getting a little low on food once again. We're going to go to Cattail Heaven here in a little while, too. Probably very next day. I don't know, a little while. We got to go get a whole bunch more cattails. We're going to start farming the animals. I should say farming the animals. We're going to start harvesting animals and doing things very soon. We just got to get some of this normal stuff checked before we do anything. So let's see. Any more stuff? Sometimes there's more coal back here. Sometimes there's not. I wish they would make this spawn a little more coal. It'd be more worth coming into. But a couple of pieces is not a bad deal this time. So cool, cool, cool. And we might get bored and go in that thing this time. Every character I've ever brought over here to this point is usually well too late in the game to accidentally lose in the bottom of this mine. So I don't go down there. But we'll see what happens with this one. We might get bored. Not a whole lot this time. And get our thing, and let's go over to the log sort trailer and check a couple of things out and get this over with. Not that that's a big problem. I'm not liking reading that either. Every time I read the new little messages that come up, anything about BlackRock, especially that last one stating that it's home to all of the things, including the Timberwolves. If they leave the Timberwolves in that zone, I'm never going back. Not with any one of these characters. We'll go in there one time and find out if there's anything really cool, and then probably never go back. This is Dinner, if I can get him to come out here. Hey, Dinner, where are you? Unless the deer is over here. Sometimes there's a deer corpse right in here somewhere. I think they took that one out. I haven't seen it in a while. But yeah, sometimes there's a deer corpse right there. Where are you, wolf? I need dinner. There he is. Perfect. You're out here. Good deal. Thank you. And we'll have lunch right there. How cold are we right now? Hit that button. 28, so that won't take much, actually. Maybe one of these would be enough. Unless the wind comes up. Yeah, cool. All right, let's get a couple of things off of him. Do this. And use that hacksaw. You'll be fine. We just got dinner. Bloop, bloop. And bloop and bloop. And hopefully he was a little guy. Boink, boink. Yeah, those are a little long. We'll do that. I didn't want to use that hacksaw. I guess it doesn't matter, but I didn't want to use that one. 21 minutes. We should be able to get one. No, but you can eat wolf. How? Everything's being okay for the minute. We got an hour left, so go ahead and cook this. That is the 11-minute one. Go ahead and just finish this real quick and then eat that as well. Put that up there and that up there and get the rest of that. Now, there's a magic trick with the wolves once you get to the point where this one is like this. You can just leave the wolf lay and don't bother to harvest a single thing off of it if you want to, because of the fact that that will make the wolf respawn rate take a lot longer than it normally would. So if you just leave part of the wolf so that there's something left for the game to despawn. So in this case, the hide, which I don't need. This wolf will take like 3 or 4 days, or 4 or 5 days, whatever it is, to despawn, and then it takes another 4 or 5 days to respawn. So when you kill one, leave it. Don't harvest the whole thing, because the game will remove that carcass as soon as the wolf is gone. So as soon as there's anything left, or as soon as you take it all off of it, the game will despawn the carcass. So leave some of it once you get to the point where you don't need it anymore. And let's see, 25 minutes. We'll go ahead and take some torches. And I will pick all of this up to include these 2 things. And we'll go over here. There is a deer carcass over here I want to go get, and I may just go ahead and grab that in between episodes since we're still kind of an okay thing. There usually is a deer carcass anyway. Again, I want to kind of gather up all the free deer while we're in here in this zone, mainly because we need to be able to kind of get some things repaired. So I don't want that, and I want to pick this up. What I wanted to do was this to that. And then we'll go take his guts inside. And we'll do this. And I will see you all in the next episode, where I think we're going to go do a little bit more wandering around and seeing around about what's going on in here. So
I think I can use this.
we could have long time ago. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.